younger generation becoming more sober than the generation who came before.
Florida deputies arrest a couple visiting from Georgia. They were allegedly drunk on the beach, and deputies later found their kids swimming in a pool at the hotel unsupervised.
It used to be a rite of passage becoming a grown-up when you could first legally buy an alcoholic beverage at age 21, and a lot younger in the rest of the world. Is the USA making its young people more immature than other developed countries?
I'm 18.
Okay, you're 18 and you're drinking. Well, you know you can't drink.
Yeah.
So how'd you get the alcohol?
Boy.
You have an ID on you?
It's in the car.
But Generation Z are turning up their noses at alcohol. Are they avoiding growing up? Or are they telling their parents it's time to sober up? The Brits are drinking less. A recent YouGov study in the UK found almost half say they go for low or no alcohol drinks. In fact, an amazing 44% of drinkers between 18 to 24 say they occasionally or regularly order low or non-alcoholic drinks. The study was commissioned by industry body the Portman Group and carried out by YouGov. It found 44% of 18 to 24-year-olds consider themselves to be either occasional or regular drinkers of alcohol alternatives.
A cold beer not only tastes great, it may also be good for you.
Only 2 years ago, that figure was a modest 31%. Polling also found the age group were the most sober overall, with 39% not drinking alcohol at all, and showed that some who tried the substitutes said it helped them cut down on their drinking, with a further 23% saying they were decreasing their input. Sobering news for the industry. Young people don't want to get drunk like their folks. Perhaps it's because these bright young things are looking at their parents and not liking what they see. A similar YouGov study found 1 in 10 UK drinkers shared they think they have an unhealthy relationship with alcohol. Is it just tax stopping people drinking?
Have you seen the price of whiskies these days? And they're going up again, like all spirits, because of another outrageous tax grab.
Or it may be down to the cost, with UK tax duty on alcohol going up yet again in this year's budget, as it has for most of the years of the last 2 decades. Whilst salaries have stagnated and cost of living continues to soar. According to police figures, the cost of illegal substances such as marijuana and amphetamines have in fact dropped in price. Are young people simply finding illegal highs cheaper, more socially normalized, and yes, less calorific than beer or wine? According to a House of Commons piece of research in 2023, 54% of young people are sometimes vapes, so with the growth of cheap and accessible vaping technology, there's another new high for the new generation. The figures were released as part of DrinkAware's annual monitor, which also found that many more people believe their country has a drinking problem. 56% in England, 66% in Scotland, 63% in Northern Ireland, and 38% in Wales. Those figures make it look like Scotland should call Wales and tell them they think they have a problem, but it's okay to talk. In fact, most serious drinkers think they are the ones with the issue, with 36% of respondents most likely to be concerned for a friend's drinking habits. Which makes sense if you've ever seen an argument take place in a bar about who's got drink problem and who should be driving home. The French are revolting against wine. But it's not just the English who are drinking less. The French are, according to a recent Le Mode, committed to drinking a lot less alcohol, with 55% of those surveyed saying they were going to try the popular Dry January challenge. But the French wine industry can breathe a sigh of relief. Only 18% of those surveyed succeeded. The USA, a country not known for especially high levels of alcohol consumption, is also experiencing a drop in drinking. A 2023 Gallup poll found that 72% of young people aged 18 to 34 had sometimes drunk alcohol in 2018, and that had dropped to 63% in 2018. But the same study found the US citizens over 55 had slightly increased their consumption of alcohol. But USA adults aged 35 to 54 had stabilized their drinking. It seems the cliche of your drunk embarrassing MAGA or Antifa uncle and aunt at Thanksgiving embarrassing their college-aged kids is true. The facts are in and around the world more young people are drinking less. Of course, this may be partially due to an increase in alcohol-abstaining faiths such as Islam, the spread of cheaper illegal or semi-legal highs, or just young people looking at the mess the world is in and deciding whoever made it that way must have been drunk at the wheel. Have you found you drink more or less? Let us know in the comments below and check out our next fascinating video.